new day. Happy new day. It is a great day to be alive. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Start your day off with gratitude. Oracle Mother Yanis is here. I am greeting you with love, and I'm greeting you with peace, and I'm greeting you with joy, and I'm greeting you with happiness, and I'm greeting you with unconditional love. Today is the best day of your life. Today is worth waking up. It is worth loving yourself, and it is worth appreciating yourself. So today, start your day off with gratitude. Start your day off with the very breath that you take. Start off with gratitude because it sends out signals to the universe that, it sets the tone that you're ready, that you're open to receive, and that you appreciate life. And so Oracle Mother Yanis is here. And just allowing yourself to receive. As I always say, today is the best day of your life. When you really understand that today is the best day of your life, you step out in wholeness, and you already know that if it's the best day of my life, that's what's flowing to me, because you are co-creators of your reality, your heaven on earth, and that you're co-creators with the Most High, that source, that you're co-creators, and that you already know that everything that's happening in your reality is that you're sharing this reality, this is creating this heaven on earth, this experience. God is the experience. So whatever you experience, God is experienced as well. And happy new day to everyone that's on Facebook, YouTube, and Messiah Code. I greet you with that today. Today is the best day of my life, and today is the best day of your life. You can declare it, you can speak it. It's really up to you. As I awake within the wee hours of the early rise, I'm there giving gratitude for the very breath that's in my body. I said, when I open my eyes, hello, world. Hello. I said, gratitude, gratitude, world. Then I began to thank my body. Thank you, body, for allowing me to be here. Just focusing on the great things. And one of the things that, as I'm laying there or lying there laying in the bed, was to lean toward those great things, those positive things that are happening in your life. Just lean toward that, because it attracts more of those things to you. And that's where we are. So today is to start your day off with gratitude. We walked so many days. I'll use the word days. We've had so many experiences. But let's walk the path of gratitude today. And so, as we give gratitude and acknowledge our team and energies, Galactic Council, Galactic Federation, Galactic Council of Light, Star Nation, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors of the Higher Realm, Mother, Father, Prime Creator, the air, the water, the fire, the breath, the spirit, your body, my body, our temple, the Ruach HaKodesh, all that are here assisting us. We're an open channel for source to flow through. And we allow ourselves to be that open channel. We're just yielded today in that area, giving thanks, just giving gratitude. Gratitude is prayer, and love is the answer. So gratitude and love goes together. So giving gratitude and appreciating life with love and being thankful. So we thank with gratitude for the sky, the moon, the sun, the stars, the earth. And, when I was coming in, I was looking out at the field over there and the grass and trees around the building and just walking through and just giving gratitude. So I'm grateful. So, yeah. And all our animal totems that are assisting us today, we give gratitude. So, I give love. I receive love. I accept love. I am walking in abundance. I am fulfilling my purpose. I am connected to all. Unconditional love is my guide. There's one truth, one law. I create. I am a divine being, having a divine human experience here in the heart on planet Earth. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Yes, Dee Dee, you thankful for everything. That's where I'm hearing my guys speak, that this is a podcast today that we're going to communicate together. So as we're sharing about gratitude, starting your day off with gratitude, so you can communicate with me within, the I guess you call the community comment thing, and you can communicate with me. So by sharing some things that you're grateful for, that you're giving gratitude for. Well, I want to start off with gratitude. With gratitude, I want to start off by thanking, the universe or the Most High for me. With gratitude, I want to thank, giving gratitude for me being here and my rising up early and preparing myself. I didn't even think about my daughter coming to open up the daycare. I just like, hey, I'm rising up. I rose up with excitement, so I'm grateful for that. And I had no discomfort or anything in my leg. I just got up and did the things that I needed to do, and it was just like my world was full of gratefulness. And that's what I was communicating as I'm driving in, is that you set the tone for your world. Whatever you're thinking about, you set the tone for your world when you wake up. If you're thinking about things on yesterday, you're setting the tone about you're trying to go back into a timeline that doesn't exist right now. So setting the tone of your today, of how it's like, hey, I'm happy. I'm happy, healthy, terrific. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Setting that, because my room and where I am is around my bed. One day I'll take a picture. But my bed, where I sleep at, is surrounded by books. And for there's some reason, I've been doing this ever since I was able to read. And I surround myself with books. And I always lean over, I grab a book, even on my I have a chair beside the bed and it's full of books. And I read them, and then I'll read something out of the book, I'll put it back, and then I have another book. And, it's just a bookshelf. So my room to me, is more like a place where you can just unwind and just relax and just breathe in wisdom and knowledge. And then I have where my crystals and things. So I'm grateful for that. And I was just connecting with the energy of the crystal. And because I have like my black tourmaline and quartz crystals right at the head of the bed. And then the flowers, the sunflower that was given to me for my solar return is on the shelf right there as well. But all my crystals are there. And on the other side at the window, right at the window, right there's a shelf, it's full of crystals as well. And then I'm full of gratitude. So I'm just talking about gratitude, talking about me. So you can put it in a comment, and I want to read it on, about gratitude, how of everything that you are grateful for. And I have my bag with my stones on the other altar, and also I have money tree. I have a money tree that started out about this big, about this high. This money tree now is about half of the door now. Has grown that much, and the pot is so small, but I don't really want to move it out of the pot. It's just growing up, and it's growing up the vine. Well, I call it the vine, but where the window is, and it's just going up. Then I have another plant. I don't know what it is, but I had my money tree now over a year, and she's just been growing and growing and growing. And so, just being grateful. Of course, like there's a TV in there, which I really don't watch, but it's there. I just use it for meditation most of the time and hear the sound of the water. And I'm grateful that I can hear it. The very little things that we sometimes forget to say we're grateful for are the most amazing things in life. I have crystals that's so tiny that, I give gratitude. So your breath, my breath, is something to be grateful for. This experience is great. It's gratitude. Oh, I love you. Love you, Didi, as well. So I want to just spend this moment of gratitude with you to walk this path for you to understand that there is nothing in life that is not worth giving gratitude for. Any experience in your life that we have experienced that we might not have understood at the time that we went through that experience is an experience to give gratitude for. Because as we are shifting in our life experience, we let go of the things that still try to come in our mind. We let go of those things and we rise up with gratitude. We like, hey, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the experience that I had. And for me, it's like taking your power back when you acknowledge that, no, you're not trying to like wipe it out. I'll say that. You acknowledging that you did have that experience and that you got what you needed out of that experience. It has served its purpose. But now you're giving gratitude for the growth from the experience that you have experienced. And when you're taking your power back, that it doesn't have power to like torment you. And there are many I had an experience and I didn't like the experience, but there's something within that experience that you had that you experienced, and it's something that you needed or you desired to experience because was in your subconscious mind, and you face those fears. And when you face those fears, you begin to understand that, hey, it really wasn't as bad as we thought it was. It was like something that you rose above. Sometime in life, we face different things. Like, I'll say, for example would be maybe someone having to go to court, and I'll have gotten a ticket or something like that. I'm using that for an example. And they're afraid of having to go to court. And they thought that it was going to turn out one way, but really it turned out another way. So if you already giving gratitude before you even go and experience that, having to face that, if you already giving gratitude for the outcome of the way that you want it to turn out, guess what? It's going to turn out the way that you want it. It's like gratitude for me is that you have the power to set the tone. And with you setting the tone with because your words are power. And this is where, many of us have to understand that as creators of our reality, we have power. We're using the power for our benefit. And, not just allowing the universe to blah, blah, blah. No, creating your reality as the master and knowing that you have the ability and the power to set things, start your day off the way you want it to happen, how you want things to start. It's the same way if you're writing a paper, you're starting out with the first word, your first thought. In other words, you know how you start off, you say, once upon a time, or in the beginning. In the beginning. What is your beginning on your day? How are you starting your day off today? And that's where our Oracle wants to share with you about, is that you have the power and the ability to start your day off on a positive note. You know how they say, start off on the right foot. So you have that ability to create that reality, knowing that as the master and the creator, your reality, your thoughts. Start off with a positive vibration, a positive thought, creating that reality. Start off with I am love, or I'm starting off with thank you, God. Thank you, Most High. As you wake up, as you sit up on side the bed, and I do, before I even take the first step, I said thank you. I said gratitude. Because there's so many things happening within you that you connect to. And it's like you dialing up on the phone. You have the ability to dial any number that you want to. But in your reality, if you dial up gratitude, I love that. When you dial up gratitude, more things for you to be grateful for connects to your line. Yeah, it does. Connects to your phone call, to your line. It's like, hey, the universe, you answer. You say, hey, gratitude, and the universe say, boop, boop, boop. All those things are connected to gratitude. And you experience those grateful things. Now, if you dial up you wake up with worry and fear, and you're dealing with like something might have happened yesterday, still a problem that was not resolved, and you thinking about that today, and that's the number you dialed up. That's the phone call. That's the phone line you dialed up. The person or the energy you connected to. So Didi says, I'm grateful for my daughter, my family, my sight, my hearing, being able to walk and talk, type, to taste, smell, a roof over my head, food, clothes, and shoes to wear. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God, for everything. That's a wonderful thing, Didi. Thank you for sharing that. We're at this, what do you call it, the end of the year. So I'm going to say the end of the year because we really don't know what year it is. But I'm just going to say the end of the year. Say we ended a cycle and a new cycle, and we winter solstice, and so it's a new beginning. So to start off your day with gratitude is a new beginning. Is that you're you're changing how you normally do things. You normally, you might always get up on the left side of for a while. You might have been getting up on the left side of the bed. You decided that, hey, I'm changing up some things, so I'm getting up on the right side of the bed. Or you might say, I'm crawling down, I'm getting up on the bottom side of the bed, or the bottom of the bed. But there's something different in your life today. You're choosing to take back your ability. You're choosing to rise up as the master and to know that you're the creator of your reality. And that as you're taking responsibility in your new cycle of life, that you're grateful for, and the opportunity, these things that the Most High is giving you to experience. Why not give gratitude for it? Some people may look at it like, and I'm going to use this for example, would be like somebody that just got a car. How about that? You just got a car, and you say, oh, I got this car because my credit was such and such a number, yes, a certain score. And that's all you said. Girl, I got this car because my credit was this score, and I ain't had no problem getting this car. And you know what? The greatest thing is that sometime in life that we forget to give nose itching must be, you know how they say when your nose itching, somebody talking about you. So I hope it's great things they talking about. For example, would be that so they got the car, but they forgot to say thank you. They forgot to say gratitude. That the unseen forces that are behind the scene that many of us don't give gratitude for are assisting us in getting those things. The unseen forces are clearing the path for us to every day. You're on the road, you're driving, those that you have to go transportation, maybe the bus, may have to walk, and the unseen forces are there assisting you because we may not even see the things that the cars that somebody may be asleep at the wheel and trying to come over here, but the unseen forces are assisting and protecting you. Gratitude, I always say I'm grateful for on the road. I'm grateful for the drivers, that they stay in their own lane, and that's something that in our life that as we are growing, that every experience is an experience to be grateful for. You may be one that God or the Most High has given you an opportunity to have land. And I'm going to use that as an example. That God is giving you the ability to have property. And in every part of that property, in the process of you obtaining it, is a gratitude moment. And not a one-time gratitude experience, but it's a lifetime gratitude experience that you give gratitude, that every time you look out at that property, it's like, God, you are so amazing, Most High. God and you and God and I are we, our wholeness. And God, you chose to have this experience through me. You chose to have this experience through me to be able to grow this land the way you wanted to grow. And you chose to have that experience through me because God is the experience. So God wanted to have the experience of growing, developing a land a certain way. So God wanted to have that experience. So God chose to, the Most High chose to have that experience through you. It's like, well, some people don't think about that. I do. I think about that. Even with the car, Source chose to have the experience with me in that big car out there. I gave the experience of the story about the experience about driving, not driving, but picking out the car. I didn't pick out the car. The car found me. The car picked me. Like I picked Amelia's car, and basically she talking about she picked that car, but really the car found me. So I'm thankful for every live and podcast you have done. Oh, thank you so much. I am so grateful. Honestly, yeah, I'm really grateful for my experience. As Oracle, every day is a great opportunity for me to get on here because I'm still alive. I am thankful and grateful for being able to sit here on the podcast when I do get on here and to share love because I am all love. And being able to be a daughter of the Most High, a daughter of Source, of Yahuwah, and to share and to give you love that you are, or just to I connect with your love that you are, to let you know that God loves you, that God is love. That's all it is. God is Source is only love, and that I'm just reminding you that, and that's a gratitude moment to remind you that the Most High loves you. The Most High loves you, and today, because you woke up, most of us are not in the hospital. We're not in the hospital. We're not in a nursing home. We're able to walk around. We're able to go do things for ourselves. We're able to cook for ourselves. Some of us are able to cook for ourselves, the desire to cook, and there are those that can't cook for themselves, but yet they're watching me on the podcast. Isn't that wonderful that they have connected with Happy New Day and I love you, and and this is a gratitude moment, and you still saying, thank you, God. Though I may not be able to walk around, though I may have to wait on somebody to come and get me out of the bed, take me to the bathroom, I'm still giving gratitude because I'm still here. And that's, I hear that from when I worked at the nursing home. And you'd be surprised to hear a lot of the residents, the elderly, talk like that. Oh, I'm just thanking God that I'm still here. I thank God every day. Oh, hallelujah, I'm still here. And they have such great faith that they're still here. They say, as long as breath is in my body, I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to give thanks. And that's what I hear, being a nurse, you're walking, from room to room. And you have the opportunity to pray for people. And I do. I would ask residents, the residents, would you let me pray for you? And, I would. And I most of the time I'm singing songs to them. I would be singing a lot of songs to them. I've seen the joy of the Most High. And the joy of the Lord, I say the joy of the Most High is present. It's not looking at your circumstances, but the joy of the Lord is your strength. A very present help in time of trouble. And so it's a gratitude moment that you are in right now. Things are changing. It's not the same. You have this ability to rise above and create it and set the tone how you want to experience it every day. My message today is also with gratitude is not to take things for granted, not to take things for granted, or never take people that have come in your life, don't take them for granted either, because life is so amazing and life is here to serve you. And as you serve life, life serves you in every moment, to everyone that comes in your life. And I share this with a great, I'm making sure I didn't miss anybody, a great experience yesterday. And I talk about Karen's Kitchen and the feeding of the people, the community, is that love. And you have that experience of gratitude, is that the people, when they receive what you had to give them, it was so amazing that they all said thank you. The little children. And not only, it was an experience that, and this is what me and my higher self were talking about when I was sitting outside before I came in, was that not everybody was homeless. And hearing and seeing that you can give love to people that are not homeless. This is why I'm so glad that we open it, that we're feeding everybody. Because love is not limited, you know? Love, she expands to all. And so when we were about to just put it in one little jar, it was like love was being crippled to like this. But when we expanded love, that love was going out to everyone. Everyone came. So I want you to understand that there's different levels of love on your in this reality. Love expands when you allow her to. And gratitude and love goes together. Can I say that to you? Is that don't miss the opportunity to say thank you. Don't miss the opportunity to give gratitude. Gratitude is not something that you work at, but you become aligned with. It's a frequency, it's energy. You align with gratitude, just like you are all love. But gratitude is prayer. I am grateful. I am grateful for this day. I am grateful for the breath in my body. I am grateful for the beating of my heart. I am grateful. My lungs go in and out. I'm grateful that my kidneys function, my liver function. I'm grateful that my gallbladder function. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that the blood in my body is circulating the way it needs to circulate. I am grateful that my large intestines, my small intestines, that they are all functioning the way they were designed to function. I'm grateful that my bones, my skeletal system, that is all connected together, and that it is moving the way, and the muscles, that every part of my body is functioning the way it is designed to function. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You know, when you talk like that, you can see, you know, it is not just saying, being grateful when everything's going right. How about let us start this day off with gratitude for everything in your life? Because when things are out of line, gratitude brings it back in alignment. Love is the answer. So I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for this world that we experience. I'm grateful that I can hear, that I can smell, I can taste, and I can touch, I can feel, and I can walk. You know, I'm grateful that I have the ability to be an owner, a business owner, or to have this experience as being a business owner, because God is the experience, so God is experiencing it through me. I'm grateful, you know, grateful to have a job. You know, many people experiencing that But you know what? Everything that you do for the Most High, to me, is an opportunity for the Most High to show you that you are really loved. And stepping out of the norm, yes. Stepping outside of that. It's just another day. I go to work. I got to get up and go to work. I learned how to shout hallelujah. I rise up just to be here. When I worked at the hospital, when I worked at the nursing home, when I worked in a retirement home, when I did the private duty, it was always a hallelujah moment for me, because the Most High lived within me. And I always said it was an opportunity for me to be the light, to serve, being of service. And that's what I love to do. I love being of service. And because when I serve, when you give, the universe gives back to you. But it's not just me only giving. It is something that I love to do. And I love to do that. And that's how it has spread it to be bigger. And I'm hearing that your love tree, because it's giving me the tree, that the more you water your love tree, I'm going to use this as an example. The more you water your love tree, the more you plant, the more it grows and become more beautiful like this. She spreads out. Love does. She becomes all these different colors. Look at that. There's turquoise looking, and the lavender, the amarillo, and rosado, pink, all those colors. And that's love. Because you're a flower. And love blossoms through you just like that. People want to be around love. You hear me? People want to be around love. And I'm just keeping it real. People want to be around love. And I can share that because that's gratitude. And I'm grateful that I'm loved. I am all love. So I didn't see anybody else put anything else. Share with me on the podcast. That's on the podcast. In the comment what you are grateful for today, so I can read it out. Yeah. So, what are you grateful for today? What are you giving gratitude about? So, we're giving gratitude, like Gwen say, I'm giving gratitude for. And she'll say she's giving gratitude for her tablet. She may say she's giving gratitude for all her toys. And I share with Gwen and I say, Gwen, I'm just going to use Gwen for an example. I said, Gwen, you have 2 houses, actually 3. She has a house in Orlando. She has 2 houses here in Charlotte. And I say, Gwen, so since you have houses in all these places and you have toys in all these places, I think it would be wise for us to give some of this stuff away. Gwen say, I'm not ready. That's what she told me. She says, I'm not ready. I said, you're not ready. She says, I'm not ready to let go yet, my mom. I'm not ready. I said, Gwen, don't you have toys over there at your house? Yes. I said, but you have so many toys over here. So in order to get more, we need to release so you can get more. I'm not ready. So she kept telling me she's not ready. So I said, we're going to have to work on it. I said, Gwen, because when you give, the universe gives you more. So, and I say, let's give some to some of the other children that don't have some things. Let's take them to Christ Assistant Ministry. Let's take them to Goodwill or let's take some of this stuff to the daycare and put it in some of the centers. And she kept saying, she's still holding on, I'm not ready yet. There are some experiences in our life that in areas in our life, we say we're not ready. But there is divine timing. And that when you are ready because in order to shift, you have to be ready. Gratitude is a moment that it's not a moment that you have to be ready for gratitude. It's a way of life. And as I'm sharing with her and, showing her how important it is to, just like she grows, I'm teaching her that, like, just like you get her, like you say, you're 7 years old, and because she told me, she says, I'm 7 years old, Mama, and I don't need this booster seat no more. I say, you don't need your booster seat no more, okay? So I had to let her know. I say, well, you may not think you don't need that booster seat. I say, but as long as you in the car with Mama, I need you to be in that booster seat. And plus, the booster seat helps you to rise up so you can see out the window better. And she says, okay, Mama, I got the seat. I'm in the seat. And she strapped herself in. I say, so, and I had to let her know that because you turn a certain age, it doesn't mean that you don't need the seat. The state requires you to be a certain weight, and you're not at that weight yet, Gwen. So I need you to have that and sit in that seat for safety reasons as well. And she understood, but there's growth in everything that we do. And so gratitude is growth for us. Gratitude helps us see the full picture on our journey, in life, that you appreciate where you have been to where you are right now. It says, I've heard many people say, I might not be where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. I thank God where I am right now. I thank the universe where I am right now in this present moment. It's a gratitude moment, y'all. It's a moment of giving gratitude that where you are right now. It's just like the seed. Because when you plant the seed of gratitude in your garden, and the more you are grateful and you give gratitude, the more it grows. It expands, just like the love flower. It expands even more. You can see the path more clearly. As you give more gratitude, as you are grateful, the dark clouds spread away. The path is there. You see the great opportunities. You see more people attracted to you from the light that's in you. It's a gratitude moment, that things that you want to experience this year, I'm saying this year, this new cycle, that, things that you want to experience, places you want to go. About gratitude. Gratitude that the opportunity is there for you to experience that, the opportunity for you to travel. That's a gratitude moment. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a new beginning, a new opportunity, a resetting. You reset every day. It's not one reset. You reset every day. Yesterday was you reset. Today you reset. You move into the now. You move into the now. I can't control what happened yesterday, today, but I can create a reality today because I'm starting off my day with gratitude. And that's what I want to say on that. So love is key as well, since everything is love and everything is energy. So if everything is energy, love is energy, gratitude is energy, peace is energy, faith is energy, everything is love. So on your path today, as Oracle, I'm sharing with you that give, live, be, experience the most greatest experience. Make it worth it. Don't get out of bed. I like this one. Don't get out of bed if you're going to be like the Grinch. You know how the Grinch is, since they showing the movie, The Grinch. The Grinch was, I got to give Grinch let me give him a little bit of credit, because Grinch, something about the Grinch, starting out, the Grinch was innocent. I just have to give him a little bit of credit, He was innocent at first, he was knocked out, he went to the wrong family, of course. If you look at that in the movie, the Grinch did. He went to the wrong family. Then he ended up with these old ladies, and they was like feeding him like blah blah blah. And then of course he didn't look like them. And then he went to school, and then they start picking on him. And so they picked on him, and then that made him develop within himself resent people. You know, he had a crush on one young lady in the class. But then there was other people that was in the class. The other guy, other man, a young boy, picked at him and gave him the raisins. To shave himself. But what I'm using it as an example. Why am I using the Grinch as an example? I'm using this as an example for number one. Is that you are not a victim of your circumstances. I love that. You're not a victim of your circumstances. So don't be like the Grinch. The Grinch, he used his circumstances to make him out of a victim. But in the end of the story, the Grinch realized, because love came on the scene, the young little girl represented love. And when she wanted to say, don't forget about the Grinch, don't forget about the Grinch, she was representing love. And as she was representing love, I want you to see this, because I love how I am love bringing this in here, because many of us have been attached to material things. And in this story, they were attached to materialistic world. But the Grinch wasn't. You see that? The Grinch wasn't attached to the material things. But many of us have been attached to the material things in the world. And so when the Grinch, began to, just take their property and take their things and burn down the Christmas tree and stuff, you realize that love was still there. In the midst of that, love made them change, because the little girl, her dad say, I'm glad he did this. I'm glad he took that away. I'm glad. Because you came into reality to understand that, Christmas is not about what you have. Christmas is about the divine love that's within you. Christmas is about gratitude. Christmas is about you. And one of the things that the Grinch had to do, he gave the example for us to really see that what love really is. And the little girl, she represented that love. And when he was taking things and he came down the chimney in her house, and she said, don't forget about the Grinch, it did something to his heart. It did something to his heart. He said, oh, he was hurting. So love was on the scene. And so what I'm saying to you, don't be like the Grinch, assuming that you are a victim of your circumstances, that whatever happened yesterday, somebody hurt your feelings, somebody didn't do this or somebody didn't do that. Let love and gratitude guide you today. Forgiveness. Forgive. Walk in forgiveness. Not for somebody else, but for you. Since we're at this new cycle, we're starting out with Happy New Day and with gratitude. That whatever I experienced, in the last cycle, people that hurt me, just an example, people that hurt me, assumed to hurt me, that experience. So I'm not going through life with that. There's so much great things out there to experience on your journey. There's so many things to be happy about. And there's so many things to shine, to give love, to be love. That's what I'm sharing with you today. That you can rise above all of that and experience the greatest experience in life. You might can't change people, but you can change you. You can't change somebody else, but you can change you. And when you change you, oh, I love you. When you change you, you feel that, it puts you on another whole timeline. And the great things are those blissful, abundantly things that you want to experience come. I'm serious, come. Where it had been a lock on a lot of things that you wanted to experience in an old cycle because you was holding a grudge. When you start giving gratitude, that love unlocks that. unlocks that, and that experience, those beautiful things start coming to you. Just keeping it real with you. So being grateful, I'm grateful for this day. I am grateful for the sky. I'm very grateful for the air that I breathe. I'm grateful for the people that are in my life and the people that I will meet on my path. I am grateful. So that's what I want to share today. And I love that. That's what I want to share today. You are your own healer. So on this day, let your light shine. Let your light shine. Release where things need to be released. And understand that if there's a change in your life, and I say that because that's what I'm hearing, is that you experience connection with many people. And if that time has been served, don't be upset about it. Move to the next experience. Move to the next shift. That's what I'm saying. Because when you move, it opens up more opportunity for you. And though you may feel emotionally about change, but change opens a great opportunity for you to expand on your journey. Because the universe wants to take you in areas that you haven't been yet, so that you can experience the greater things, because you're worthy. You deserve it. Yeah, I like that. So I don't see anything else, but that's a hallelujah moment. So on this next shift, in this new cycle, be free. Be free, because you've given back everything that have held you down. You're no longer attached to that anymore. So be free. Live your life. Fly. You know how to fly. Oh yeah, I'm glad I said that. Because there was a word, it's like somebody said, nobody, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to help me. I don't need nobody. One of the examples came when I was walking through the house, was like, so people make that statement. And this is what came to me. It gave me the example of the pilot, even though it has the autopilot. And so they was giving me like the ship. And was saying that the captain needs the co-pilot, when he's going through the storm, he needs, even though it's on the autopilot, he still needs the assistant. We all need someone, and that is force within us. And I share that because to connect with love needs love. And I love how my guys bring it back. So my guys will bring it back to me right now is that the experience on yesterday is that an example of us needing each other. If the people had not been there and allowed themselves for us to be of service to them, we would not have gotten the experience. That is the example I Am Love giving me. She said, we need the people in order to have the experience. If the people would have not been there, we wouldn't have gotten the experience. So because the people were there, the community was there, we was able to have the experience. So we need each other. We need each other. Love needs love. Peace needs peace. Joy needs joy. Happiness needs happiness. So the community needs us. And you need the community in order to have the experience. Because God is the experience. The community is the experience. You are the experience. The community is God. And you are God having the experience. Yeah. That's what she brought back to me. So, my higher self. So we all need each other. So I need you. You need me. We need each other. So we are love. And there's two sides. So when they are connected together, they make a spark. So I just want you to know that. So that's that. All right. I think that's it. I don't think my baby coming today. Anyway, I wanted to just thank everyone that was here yesterday at Karen's Kitchen. And yeah, Oracle she's just sharing about gratitude. I want to thank everyone yesterday. Gratitude for everyone that showed up, and gratitude for those that wasn't able to show up, but yet we felt your love. So gratitude for all of you. Gratitude for those that brought food, and gratitude for the community taking part, and gratitude for you that was on Facebook, that was connecting with us as we was live, and you were putting your comments in there, and we are grateful for you. So thank you. It was successful, and it is still successful. I got a lot of messages from a lot of people thanking us for allowing them to take part. And I got messages from people saying, "When the next one," because I want to be there, and I want to take part in the next one. So Oracle is already on it. I already looked at the calendar, and I had already looked at the calendar. So you would like to, the right one. Yeah. So the next one, since we was having it around the 21st, but that next closest day we could get is the 25th of January. So we're gonna kind of keep it like the fourth Sunday of each month, since Karen's Kitchen was that's the third. But I know there's still some going to Puerto Rico, so kind of want to do it like the 25th. That's just a date. I'm going to throw it out. I haven't brought it to the board yet, but that's the date that I'm throwing out right now. And but kind of keep that in your mind. January the 25th. If you want to take part, you can just put hey, throwing it out there in the air. So January 25th. And yeah, even if some have to still go, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to go ahead and go, with the feeding the community, because I have a lot of people still reaching out to me. And, I had, we had 2 yesterday, but it was another one came in, wanted to know how they could be a part of feeding a community. And I'm grateful that not only that, we have we had a lot more people reaching out yesterday. So people on the street, you wouldn't be surprised, people blowing horns in their cars saying, "My church want to help. How can my church be involved?" So how can my church be involved in feeding? So when you're in the right place, doing the right thing, people notice it. So remain focused at what you do. As we all link together, the change happens. As we all link together, we grow together as the body. And so I'm grateful that that's what's happening. That in the place where we were, we wanted to be on another side, but the universe has it where sometimes we may not understand why we move around. The energy sees, and the energy knows a lot more than what we do. We got to flow with the energy. And so, Happy New Day. So it's a great opportunity for us to expand. Happy New Day, Miss Bessie. Great opportunity for us to expand and grow. And next thing I know, that we'll probably be looking at a building here where we can feed out of the building. But I like that opportunity, just being on the corner and feeding so many people. So even though we get the opportunity to be able to have a facility where we can feed out of, we still want to keep that corner going because there's energy right there. We still want to feed right there. So I'm grateful for that. So be sure to check out the some of the lives and pictures that we posted, and also check out Anita Wallow's Facebook page. I haven't uploaded mine in there yet, but you can see your love. And not only that, I'm hearing that if this is something that you would like to do in your city, don't hold back. It doesn't take a crowd of people for you to feed people. I'm serious. As Oracle goes every other week, fixing some bags and taking them up there and giving it out and building a relationship with the community, you can do it too. You can do it too. You'd be surprised how much a bottle of water and a sandwich and an apple or an orange and some crackers, how appreciative the people are of just receiving that. So yeah. And don't hold back. You know, Dee Dee shared something with me. Dee Dee goes and she's been helping out at a food place and feeding the people, and she was sharing with me that not everybody look like her that needs service. So when you don't allow color to hold you back, God really can move in you, because you really are the Most High's hands when you get past color. And you know, and that's where a lot of your blessings have been held back, because people have been held on color thing. I'm serious. They did this to my people. They did this, and then you over there on the side missing out on the abundance. You know, so don't allow that in this new cycle to hold you back. You move, grow, experience, and walk in your abundance. So that's what I wanted to share. And thank all of you again. It's been amazing as we all grow together, experience together, and keep doing the work. I like that, doing the work. You know, the Ascended Master say, I must be about my Father's business, as we are all being about the Most High's business. The hands, the feet, the legs, the eyes, the ears, the mouth, the nose, you know, that's what we're doing. You know, we're the change that we want to see. So yeah, I don't see anybody else sharing anything. So enjoy the rest of your day. Start your day off with gratitude, because gratitude sets the tone for the rest of your day. And this is Happy New Day. Have an amazing Happy New Day. I give love, I receive love, I accept love. I am walking in abundance. I am fulfilling my purpose. I am connected to all. Unconditional love is my guide. There's one truth, one law. I create. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Again, thanks for connecting with me on Happy New Day. Peace, love, and light. Shalom.